What's up, everybody? I know I look like an old Paul Bunyan or something, but I haven't shaved in like 2 months intentionally. I want to see how long I can get my mustache. I want to see if it can completely cover my upper lip, and it's almost there. But anyway, so a couple things have happened. Today, I got my new tag for the Phaeton. I decided to keep it and just re-register it because I really do want to compare it to a Toyota Century when I'm able to get one next year. And it's already July, so we're talking about maybe a year, 6, 8, 7 months or something like that. So I want to go ahead and keep it for then, and I'll just sell it next year because this is not a car I think I want to keep long term at all. But let me show you what's going on. So the car is done. It runs and stuff. I haven't been able to like get it on the highway for real because, like I said, these tags are old. I finally got the new tags in today, and I also bought a bumper. That's that big box over there, and that box back there are the bumper brackets. So the brackets broke when the mechanic, crashed the thing up. So I got all that stuff. That was like a little over $1,000, like $1,100, expensive as crap. And I still have to get that painted. It's prime. Thank goodness they did that for free. But it's prime. But first, before I go and get it painted, because I know y'all like, well, why didn't you just go get it painted so you can just put it on real quick? Well, there's an issue. Remember, I don't know if it's this grill. All right, so there's a little gap between the grill and the hood that the original grill did not have. Now this grill is from an 05. The 04s, the bars went all the way across. It wasn't as aesthetically pleasing. And for those of you who don't know, I had an 05 Phaeton. It was a V8 and it was silver, and I made a bunch of videos on it and never posted a one. Maybe I'll post some of those later, but I just took the grill off of that one and put it on here, and it doesn't close all the way. So I had ended up, let's hold on. All right, so you can see where the grill sits, but I had to cut off this lip here. And I really think that the bumper is aligned properly, but I really don't know. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do a dry run, like a dry fitting for that before I get it painted to see whether I need to modify that to get this new grill to fit. It wasn't all that easy to put on either, the grill, and I'm just like kind of going through this thing and just trying to see what I could have possibly done wrong, because maybe I could just modify the grill instead of trying to modify the bumper, although that wasn't that hard to do. But this is already on a beat up piece of bumper, and I don't really want to do this to a fresh one if I don't need to. So anyway, I'm going to take this off, and then I'm going to put that on there, put the brackets on there, and then just fit it and see if it will close then. All right, so this is what we got done today. Probably looks exactly the same, but I got those brackets on there. I also got the headlight washers back in place, which is a pleasant surprise. I didn't know I would be able to do that. I got to get this screw out before I place the bumper on here, and I'm also missing 2 of these. Now, I kept a bunch of the screws, and I kept them in the car, but people were breaking in cars in the neighborhood. And I noticed when I changed the oil on my LS430 recently that all my drain plug gaskets were gone. And I keep them in a glove box. But mind you, these people went through our glove box and stuff, but they took the drain plug gaskets. I don't understand. They left the cash, the radio, everything. They took the gasket. So anyway, now I had a big bag because, again, I had another Phaeton. I took and then also when I got this, I took the stuff apart and I put everything in a bag, and I kept it in the trunk. And then I moved it to the back seat because I had to take a picture of the trunk or something. I moved it to the back seat, and yeah, I don't know why I'm walking to the back, but it's gone. The whole bag of all those extra screws to this car are gone. And they went inside that car too, so they still in screws, still in weird stuff. They don't make any sense. One more thing. as I'm looking at this, you see this little crimple here, this dimple? It almost looked like it was the way the hood was designed, but I'm thinking that was due to the impact, because on this side it's a little more pronounced, and then plus obviously this right here, and then this right here. Now this you could hammer in, but it's this right here that's causing the slight buckling, which is making the grill sit back a little bit, which is causing it, oh, the bumper's not there, but which is causing it to close on top of the little lip that's right here. So I'm pretty much gonna have to shave that off the new bumper. I gotta think about how to do that and how to do it in a neat way. I don't remember how to do it. I have a video of how I did that one day. I just took a regular old basic cheap saw and just sawed it off, which I could do. I'm looking at it. I'm gonna practice on this one. I could just saw it off, and I did this in like 5 minutes. Saw it off, and then I could sand it down, and then just take it to the place, prime it, and then take it to the place to get painted. Or I could ask them to do it, but they're gonna probably charge me way too much, and I could do that myself. So today, on this gloomy, muggy day, we're going to be, at least I'm going to attempt to cut the lip off this bumper. Let me show you. So here's the lip that I need to cut off. I need to cut that off. And this lip serves no structural purpose other than to block debris from hitting the condenser. So generally, when you close the lid, the bottom of the grill sits like right here, and still things could pass through there. But since mine is actually sitting flush now up against the bumper, this is no longer needed. All right, so here it is, semi-fitted on here. And I mean, it's lining up pretty good. Once I snap it, I didn't screw anything on. This is just it fitting onto the brackets. Of course, obviously, once I screw everything together, it'll fit much nicer. However, I tried to close it and it's no bueno. That lip has to go. All right, it started raining and I need to change this blade. So the blade I was using before was a higher end DeWalt blade with 32 teeth. I wanted something with a lot of teeth to give me a smoother cut, but it began to struggle. So I just put the stock blade on that came with this saw, and it's been doing much better. That's a 24 tooth. There you have it. I actually did a really good job. I mean, you could feel the raise a little bit. I really kind of messed up right there. But I just sand that down. It won't be an issue. I gotta clean all this up. These are oil stains from my dirty gloves. And you see I got a few nicks here, but that was just into the primer. Like only right there did it go through to the actual plastic in the bumper. I'm pretty pleased. Like none of this stuff matters. You won't see any of this, but I'm gonna still sand that off. I'm gonna try to make this smooth. I really don't want to interfere with this primer right here. On this side, I started cutting to the bumper, so that's why I came back, changed the blade, and started over there, and it was much better. Don't get a 32 tooth. I mean, I'm sure none of you ever have to do this, but that finer tooth blade actually made things a little more difficult. Even though it was smoother right there, yeah, it was much smoother cut. It was harder to cut, so it ended up causing more damage than just using the 24 tooth. But it's just right there. And once all this is painted, you won't be able to tell anything. First of all, I want to say we moving and I left my mic in storage. So we got to do this in a way I didn't want to do it. But as you can see, the bumper is on and it's not crashed up and it's black. First of all, we're kind of missing we're missing the caps here. The headlight washer caps. I have one broke when I was transferring everything over to this bumper, which took a little bit of time. And as you can see, the paint job is not perfect. We were kind of in a rush, so what I wanted to do was just get it black so that the primer and all of that wouldn't get messed up. So from a distance, it doesn't look bad. I am going to try to just sand it down. As you can see, there's a lot of orange peel. Basically what happened, I didn't get my spray gun dialed in correctly. It was my first time using a Fuji system and it was used. So, you know, we have some problems. See how clear that is, and then blurry that gets. So I'm going to sand it down. I'm going to redo it probably in the spring because we're approaching winter. But other than that, I've put about 200 miles on the car and it's been running well. The only problem it has right now are the windshield wipers, and the arms need to be lubed up. That's what I've learned from my research. The arms need to be lubed up because when I turn them on, this one, the driver gets stuck. Each one has its own individual electronic motor, but the driver one gets stuck at about here, and the other one, it senses once this one stops, and so that one stops too. It just goes down, and it blows the fuse. So the fuse is blown because I thought after driving it a little bit, after changing the alternator, that was probably the problem. But no, I'm just kind of getting the leaves out. But other than that though, yeah, she's rolling, and it would start raining today. So we want to hurry up and hop in and take it for a drive.